Gavin, you started the Holiday Bowl. What did you take away from that experience, and how do you learn from that?
Obviously, it was a good experience being able to be out there with the boys. Um, just get more experience under my belt, and just a lot of experience, I would say.
Yeah. And then the conversations that you had with the coaches last year when Stooks was trying to rehab and come back, and you started the first few games, and then Stooks comes back. What was that like? Just kind of handling that, and what was it like just talking to the coaches, and what did you gain from that experience?
I've always been a team first guy. So um, like I just said, I got to get some good experience under my belt, and when it was time for Stoops to come back, I was just whatever the team needed. Definitely played a bigger role on the special team side, and just always focused on my development and just stayed ready for when the time came.
Question for both. For Gavin, Coach just said that you've kind of stepped up a little more as the voice in the room. With the guys that left, did you feel like you need to become more of a leader? Is that something that's natural, or how kind of is that role shaping itself?
I mean, most definitely. Obviously, it's no secret we lost three leaders, three team captains, three guys that was kind of heartbeat of our team. So definitely, the coaches told me like, you gonna have to step up, kind of take that leadership role, and I definitely just been embracing it.
And from how was your path to Arizona? Well, from the day you entered the portal to kind of how did you just kind of wind up here, whether it was relationships or previous recruitment or whatever it may be?
Yeah, I say relationships, from Nebraska, Bringale and Tariq, I had them at Nebraska, stuff like that. And then, they came here like a year earlier. And so, like, when I hit the portal, I got the call for them, and, I couldn't turn down the opportunity to come out here and play for them, having those relationships, coming out here with Coach RC, Coach G, and Coach Brennan. I felt that relationship as soon as I stepped on the campus, so I felt like it was the right fit for me.
Juan and Justin? For Malcolm, there's always an emphasis on red line and the Bear Down Brotherhood. Have you felt that in your first couple months here?
Yeah, I definitely felt it. Being like Gav, being in the DB room, them taking me in, stuff like that. The defense, seeing how hard they work, it motivates me, to continue to get better each and every day, especially like under the red line, learning it and seeing it from the past guys, the three safeties, that into the draft and stuff like that, seeing it for them. I felt like coming here, being a part of that was going to be a big piece for me.
Justin?
We talked to Coach RC, and he said, or he called you like a pit bull almost. You may not have the size like a guys like Stoops or others, but you have a unique skill set. Why do you think your skill set and what you do works at this level?
Just coaches believing in me. I'm believing in myself, watching film, putting the work in. And just knowing, especially like my size, like it's harder. So I just felt like I gotta have that edge to continue to get better each and every day, and put myself in a position like to be great.
Has that always been an issue or something like that? Just not being maybe as tall.
Nah, I don't think it's been an issue. Like I think I've been very productive, in my college career, and I'm trying to keep that going here.
Go ahead. How do you reflect on your time at Nebraska the last 4 years and just the experiences and the things that you learned?
My time there, I love my time there. The coaches, Coach Rule, Coach Frost, and all my position coaches and people like that. I appreciate them for everything that they done for me. Creating who I am today, continue to push me to get better each and every day. And yeah, man, I feel like that was a good spot for me to get better.
And then what was your favorite memory at Nebraska?
Favorite memory, probably, just being there with my teammates each and every game after the wins, the losses, us getting better each and every day, stuff like that.
Lindsay?
Gavin, you say you're a team first guy, and you've kind of proven that. There's a lot of transfers, and everyone kind of bounces around now. How do you think your unique experience here is going to help you be a leader and step into those roles and fill those shoes?
It's a good question. What was the question you guys said last part again? I'm sorry.
How do you like use your experiences? You might not have as many snaps, but you've been here this whole time
Yeah.
to really fill the shoes.
I'll probably just say, um, I kind of have a different perspective than the new guys coming in. So I'm able to just help them adapt easier. Just being here a few years, knowing how everything goes, knowing how Coach RC and you know third year with Coach G. So Coach G, Coach Brandon, just everybody knowing how they are, just the standard of Redline. You know, being able to kind of set the example for all the boys coming in, and I feel like just that side of things, just the standard, I would say, upholding the standard.
Jason and Justin.
For Gavin, there's been a few defensive coordinators that have come through here over the past few years, but having coached Gonzalez for a second consecutive year, how important is it for this defense?
It's everything for the defense. We all have full belief in Coach G. We feel like he's the best doing it. Not only in the scheme, but just Coach G as a man and just as an overall coach. He's a leader of men. He knows how to rally us together and get us to go out there just like soldiers. You know what I mean? Go out there with violent intentions, and he knows how to get us to go out there and want to play like that each and every day. So I would say it's everything for the defense.
We'll finish up with Justin.
A question for both of you guys. So you guys are out there for the last couple of weeks. You guys have had plenty of one-on-one battles. Who's been, a receiver that you've been often paired up against, and who's been maybe the most challenging receiver to cover?
The one I've been going with the most is Gio. Yeah, he's been one of the ones that's getting me better each and every day. We both have our days. We go back and forth with each other. And I feel like yeah, he's one of those guys that you got to be on your P's and Q's for.
I would agree with that, but I would also say they all have their own little thing about them that's challenging. They all different, different sizes, different. Some of them is faster, quicker, more physical. So I would say they all pretty much give us a good challenge every day. Iron sharp as iron.
Malcolm, what was life like growing up in Silver Creek, Mississippi? For us down here in Tucson that have never been to Silver Creek, Mississippi, what would you tell them about just the life, culture, and your upbringing?
Silver Creek and Tucson, it's real different. A lot of country stuff going on out there. Not a big city, small population, around like 200 people. So yeah, like everybody know everybody. I feel like I liked it, you know what I'm saying, growing up there. Like I had a lot of fun with my friends, family. Yeah, and here, it's different, like seeing all the buildings, the hills and stuff like that. I didn't see that, so when I got out here, that was amazing to me, seeing that kind of stuff.
A big football town, Silver Creek.
Yeah, I'd say so. For high school, yeah, high school football. Yeah.
We'll finish up with one. Question for both of you. Do you feel any pressure to have to replace the trio that left, or do you kind of just try to find your own thing?
No, it's no pressure. Just speaking for me personally, I'm a man of faith, so the way I look at my life, God is in control, but I also believe that faith without works is dead, so what that means is, yeah, my full faith is in God, but without putting in the work, it means nothing, so we come in the building every day and we know it's no small task replacing the guys that left, but we embrace it and we got full confidence in ourselves, the group we got this year, our coaches, we just ready to go out there and show what Team 123 could do.
Yeah, like he said. Yeah, like he said, it's gonna be a task, trying to do what they did, but yeah, we here now. We're trying to make our own path for us to, take it to the next level for ourselves. So we just got to continue to get better.
We'll do one more suggestion.
Malcolm, what do you like to do outside of football? Do you have any hobbies or things you do away from the game?
yeah, when I'm not here, I'm probably at the house, playing the game, watching some film, hanging with some friends. Yeah, I don't really do too much out here. Not yet. Just trying to see what's going on with what a lot of people do for activities out here. So, yeah.
How do the deep defensive backs go about team bonding and stuff like that? You guys often hang out with each other?
Yeah, I often hang out with some of them, going to get food every night, getting some dinner, playing a game with them, just doing stuff outside of football.
What game?
I'm a 2K guy, so I like to be on 2K a lot.
Who's the best 2K player on the team?
Now I feel like I am.
Okay. Do you guys like randomize teams, or do you have a go-to team that you pick?
Most of the time, really just like my career. You heard of my career?
Yeah.
Like your person that you create.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like I got the best creative player like in the game.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys.